get to the other side, we'll be on the wild plains of Asia, as if by magic. I am your guide. You are my field scientist in training. Let's find some animals. And here we are, folks. We've just traveled over 7,000 miles, and we're on the wild plains of Asia. And all I have for you are peacocks and Canadian geese. We have here an antelope in this first meadow. There are a few here on the right side. I will introduce you to them. But a lot of our deer and antelope are on this side. We'll catch up to them in a few minutes. If you look at the top of the hill, you'll see one of our male black buckwheat floats. He has those horns and that dark brown coat. Down here in front, you'll see a family of our Bactrian deer. Our Bactrian deer are native. Please, folks, please sit down. We need to sit down during the tour. Thank you. Our Bactrian deer are native to Afghanistan, and they just came to us here at the Wild Asia Monorail last year, so they're brand new to our tour. Males have those elegant antlers, and they have that off-white brownish coat. As we come around to the back half of this meadow, there should be a male Barasingha deer here. He's been hanging out along the fence line. And there he is again. That's one of our male Barasingha deer. Barasingha meaning 12 times, and indeed they can have anywhere between 12 and 14 points on their antlers. As we come around this next bend, folks, I normally would be introducing you to our Mongolian wild horses, or Shadovsky horses, but they are not out today. All I have are these peafowl. These peafowl can be found all over the zoo. They pretty much have free rein. They're here, they're in the parking lot, they're at the food court. Please don't feed them, folks, they will follow you home. The males are peacocks, and they have those blue necks and brightly colored feathers. The females are the peahens. They have the green necks, and they have brownish feathers. And this time of year, you may even see some pea chicks. Our Mongolian wild horses did not come out this morning. Between you and I, folks, the speculation is that maybe one of them is giving birth. We don't know for sure. But they always like to keep the herd together, so if one doesn't go out, they all stay in. I apologize. We're going to speed up a little to get to our next meadow. This is a very large enclosure as we give our Mongolian wild horses plenty of room to run. And when they're not out, it leaves me with a big absence in my tour. As we approach the top of this next hill, we'll be on the lookout for our next herd of wild animals. They are the world's largest wild cattle. They are the gaur. The gaur, or Indian bison, can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. That's as much as a small car. If you folks look to the back side on the right, you'll see some of our gaur grazing. Male gaurs can stand over 6 feet tall at the shoulder and be over 10 feet long. Males also have horns that tilt straight up, while the females have horns that tilt slightly back. With the gaur's impressive size and horns, they can take on any animal in the wild, including a tiger. The biggest threat to these gaur are the loss of their natural habitat due to over-farming and diseases they may catch from our domestic cattle. Here's some more information about our gaur from our zookeeper Dave.
Jonathan, I am Dave.
hearing some noise coming from our Parkland jungle instead of our Asian one. It is traffic on the Bronx River Parkway to our right. These large wooden fences you see in front of us help protect our animals from the outside city noise, and they help keep our animals calm and at ease. I must remind you folks to please remain seated at this time and keep your hands and feet inside the train car as we are on the lookout for our next wild animal, and he's a tiger. He's a male, 9-year-old Malayan tiger, and his name is Pinari. Pinari is on the right-hand side here in front of the train. Folks, he is right in front of this fence line, so if you're in the front rows, you can definitely look over, but I please ask the people in the back row do not stand up. I do not want to fall into no, sorry, sir. I do not want to fall into the tiger enclosure. Pinari is a 9-year-old male Malayan tiger, the smaller of the two species we have here at the Wild Asian Monorail, the other being the larger Amur or Siberian. Because tigers are solitary creatures, we only have one tiger out at a time. They take turns. Tigers like to hunt medium-sized deer and wild pigs, and after a fresh kill, a tiger will gorge itself on over 40 pounds of meat. That's the equivalent of 160 hamburgers. After a meal of that size, a tiger will not eat again for several days. And that's our 9-year-old male Malayan tiger, Pinari. As we come around this bend, folks,